Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
My name is Anitra.
My name is Alicia.
And welcome back to our The Challenge USA Season 2 reaction video.
Woo-hoo.
We are on episode 5, is it?
I think it's episode 5. We're behind you guys because we've been busy, both of us.
Been working.
Yeah, and
which
that's
is awesome.
great.
It's a great blessing.
Gotta make that money.
It sounds like it's going to storm here, so we're hopefully trying to get through the episode. But there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, we start off with Desi
and Chris coming back to the house.
From their win.
Desi's doing her dance. You look good in blue. I think Chris was saying that. And then we get a little bit of mouthing
crispy
off
and spicy
from Tyler and Monty. Tyler started that though.
He did?
Yeah, he did. I caught it.
What did he say?
So Chris was like, it's kind of different when you vote somebody in and they come back. It's kind of makes things a little awkward, and then or it's different when they come back. And then Tyler said, "And do what?" And he said, "Excuse me." And then Monty was like, "With Tyler."
No, but
and
he didn't start that. Tyler did not start that. Chris started that. He was saying that with intention to get under this game.
No,
I
was just saying.
when you.
Okay, yeah. So maybe he
started that.
Yeah. So
they just didn't back down.
They did not back down. Tyler was like, "And do what?" And then
like,
Monty was like, "Yeah, and do what?" And then he's like, "This ain't Big Brother, yo." And then Monty was like, "Nobody said it was." So
yeah, like, how are we playing Big Brother?
How are we playing Big Brother? And I was like, "Well, touche. Like,
yeah,
how are we gonna back that up? How are they playing Big Brother? I don't know."
Because all these games are strategic games, Survivor included. So I don't get.
I didn't really get that,
means.
but
yeah.
No, it was cool to see Chris get feisty. Nonetheless, cool to see Monty and Tyler. Cool to see these men puff their chest up a little bit. But it was like, what do you mean? But
it wasn't cool for me. But
we saw Chris's backstory where he's talking about like how people debate his win, like did he really deserve to win and stuff. So it seems like he might have like a little bit of a chip on his shoulder trying to prove himself. But then moving on.
And also, I didn't like it because I felt like he was kind of being cocky, honestly.
He's being a little bit arrogant. Didn't really.
So I didn't like that. Yeah, but moving on.
I think the next thing we went to, I want to say Wes was the third thing. So I want to say the next thing was Corey and Cassidy.
Okay, with Cassidy.
Or maybe not.
I don't think so. I think it was Wes.
Well, let's say it was Wes. Wes was the second thing we go to. And Wes is like, "What the heck, guys? Like,
you guys
lied to me. You played me. Like,
now
why didn't you tell
an
me?
enemy in Cassidy.
Yeah, you should have told me, and I would have voted with
ginger.
you. Yeah." And he's so funny. And our friend, one of our good friends, Carlos, he doesn't like Wes. He puts him on the same level as Bananas. His arrogance on the same level as Bananas. And I'm like, his arrogance is a bit different.
Yeah,
I feel like it has more humility in it. And so
and he's comical and he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah.
And I think
like Johnny Bananas would have hands down been like, "Y'all are stupid. Like, I can't stand this team." Like, he would have been really frustrated. And Wes is just like, "What?" Like, in a comical way. So you just have to respect him more.
Yeah, we appreciate that kind of reaction. And so now he's playing a strategy of just the fun, entertaining guy.
The fun,
we'll see how that goes.
Jumping naked in the pool, and Michaela's just watching him the whole time. And Michaela's like, I want him to feel valued on this team. But I feel like she's also looking at him like, you're doing too much or whatever. I don't know. Michaela has him clocked. Yeah,
I see you.
Clocked.
I know what you're doing.
Yep.
You're not fooling me.
But we gotta love Wes. But this Wes Michaela thing is interesting.
It's funny. They're always showing her whenever he's doing anything.
Because she's the one that has him clocked. But anyways, moving on. Then we get to Cassidy and Fessy and Corey. And we get this touching, amazing conversation where Cassidy's talking about her sister and how she is really close to her nieces and nephews because she might be the one who's taking care of them, possibly. If she's not,
she's definitely heavily involved in their lives.
Yes.
Probably a part of raising them as well, because her sister, a tragic story, got involved with drugs and ended up overdosing. And I'm so glad that they show this conversation because that is an issue in America, she said.
And it's not shown enough. It's not, like she said. And we really got to start taking it seriously because so many people run to these different drugs and they're taking them out of this world. They're dangerous, and people just want to pretend like it's fun and like it's an escape and it's good and it's healthy, and it's none of these things. So
yeah, people are normalizing the mess out of them, and they're not. It's not to be normalized at all.
Vaping, all of this stuff. Naya's talking about the vaping, talking about her story with vaping. None of this stuff, none of these drugs are good for us, and so very great that they're shedding a light on it. And rest in peace, Cassidy's sister. And
Yeah, it was great to hear from Cassidy again. We watched her season of Survivor. She wasn't our favorite. So it's great to like see her on here and take a little bit more of a liking to her. It made me actually feel bad hearing her story again. It made me kind of feel bad that she didn't win. Yeah. Just because,
she probably would have
who
done
did she
a little
lose
bit
against?
More.
What's his name?
Gabler.
Yeah, and we knew she was going to lose to Gabler because he just had such a great speech. And she just wasn't like humble about it.
Enough.
She acted like she knew she was going to win. Yeah.
The stuff that she thought she did, he actually did. Like he was like, I was working with Corey and Cody and what's his name?
But she really thought she had it in the bag, and she should have had some humble pie about her. So it's nice to see her on here. And, like, she's a rookie, so I feel like she knows, like, she has a certain humility about her just in that regard. So it's nice to see that.
And also I enjoy Corey, like, asking her about that and talking about his daughter, his youngest daughter, who's so cute, and talking about how she has red hair, and he's just, like, curious about things. And Fessy as well, very great to see Fessy, like,
nice
his
to see them have,
compassion
like, deep conversations and stuff.
Yes. But then moving on to the daily, which is a very interesting daily, Alicia was saying, and I agree, because it's a strategy.
It's strategy, like, either they can go all the way through and not stop at certain spops, or they can stop and do the puzzles and take a gamble on that. But that's taking time. So we'll see. Wes has the strategy that he wants his team to do of just doing the first one and then not doing the rest of them. I think that's smart. I don't really think it has anything to do with the fact that they have fewer numbers. Although maybe it does. I think it does
because he's saying we have less people to worry about carrying their weight.
One can just...
When you have the more people you have, the more you have to worry about. Come on, like stop, like.
And also, you can't help each other.
I don't know if they can help anyways because it's. I mean, maybe once they drop one of them, they can help.
I would think so.
So he's saying we don't need to drop anymore after that. Like
I think that strategy sounds like a winning strategy. We'll see if they actually do it.
Yeah. Crap, I had something else to say, but it also makes me think about War of the Worlds 2. I'm sorry, I'm always going to go back to War of the Worlds 2. It's like, why didn't y'all have them carry weight that was proportionate to the people on their team? Like, if the team UK or whatever, if they're carrying weight that's proportionate to their team, and then Team USA is carrying weight that's proportionate to their team, we have a more fair competition.
They literally punished USA for having won majority of the dailies. Like, how does that make sense?
And said all of y'all have to carry the same amount of weight. Oh, actually, no, they didn't say the same amount of weight. Y'all have to carry more weight, and all of y'all are carrying it on the same
team
thing,
that was winning,
and the same amount of people are carrying it.
They literally did that. Yeah.
But and y'all don't see how if y'all don't see how that's unfair now. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is clearly the fair way to do it. But anyways, on we go. All right, guys, this is fun. I'm liking this.
So now we're seeing the strategy come into play. They stop at the first station, and Fessy and Chris are really impressive because they're the only two that were working on that puzzle.
And Michaela's also impressive because she made it there first out of the entire green team and then went back to help Alyssa.
Wow. I didn't see that.
That's why Monty, I think it was Monty, was like, you're a baddie.
Wow. Okay, now.
Yep.
And also, Alyssa and Michaela, I think, were the ones that solved that, unscrambled that to Genius.
Oh, yeah? Is it only allowed to be two people?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But still, it was impressive that they did it.
So Blue Team made sure we knew that, but okay. Right. So Blue Team took the lead.
But then Green Team was right behind them. And since Blue Team stopped at the station, Green Team can't stop at the station, which they weren't going to stop anyway. And now, like we said, we're seeing the strategy come into play because Blue Team might be struggling with this puzzle.
Yes.
And they cannot leave until they solve it.
And the cool thing is, we also saw some strategy come in where they were like, we're going to do the heaviest person's puzzle.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't even think about that for some reason. I did not think about that. I was just like, get rid of Alyssa's because then she doesn't have to carry hers because Alyssa S because she's not going to be able to carry it. But yes, get rid of the heaviest one and then the heaviest person, they can carry more.
Yeah, a lot of strategy coming into play. So
you see the green team all carrying theirs together like a big old happy family. I'm going for them personally.
Yeah, me too, because that blue team has got to lose someone.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't put them in last week. Like, red team was probably going to win that anyways, so I don't know why they did them a solid, honestly. But here we are. And
here we are with 8 blue people, 5 green people,
6 red people.
Yeah.
So blue one's got to go. Yeah. So we'll see.
Okay, people. So
Wes's strategy worked.
It did work. It's okay to listen to Wes every now and again. They were making it seem like she wasn't going to listen to him. But
yeah, she didn't want to, but he was like, please.
Yeah, she didn't. She was like, okay, I'll trust you. So I'm glad Michaela actually did trust Wes, and they got the dub because of it.
which was awesome because it was a tight race, and blue
Who
team was right behind them. They
could
did the
not
right
pull it
thing.
off. They did do the right thing because they would have
If
won.
they would have stopped at any of those puzzles, they would not have won. So there we go. But now it's decision time, and Wes comes up with something genius. And
That's why you gotta watch out for that ginger right there. He's a smart one.
He tells Johnny and he tells Dusty.
The little mole.
The little rat. The little rat.
I love Dusty. You know, don't get me wrong. I love how he's excited to be there and play the game. But it's like, bro, you have got to get from up under the
Get
Bet's
from
butts.
under them. Like,
bro,
they are not.
They will beat you. You are playing for
going to
third,
beat
fourth
you.
place. You're playing for fourth, fifth place.
They're small in numbers. So I don't know why you're trying to work with them. Like, find a different alliance. That ain't it. That is not the
just
alliance.
stay
That
out
is
of
a
it,
sinking
honestly,
ship.
because you have the power to ride the middle. Let the legends go after the Big Brother, go after Survivor. You're literally the Lone Ranger, Amazing Racer. Stay out of it.
He just looks ridiculous. I'm sorry. It just looks ridiculous.
You look ridiculous, friend. Why are you doing this?
So, so they have this plan to pit Survivor against Big Brother and let them take out each other's numbers and
It's a great plan.
make Big Brother be worried about Survivor, which they are. And so, and Michaela is not helping when she's like, I don't want to Survivor people. We've got to stay Survivor strong. I completely understand Tyler being like, that makes me want to break them up even more. Because it's like you're
why did
showing,
you say that? When I
you're
say I
showing
don't
your
want
allegiance.
to rookie people. Say I don't like Wes would do that. You got to be careful with your words, Michaela. It's all the way you word things. Like I don't want
Ricky's
two
would have
rookies
gotten her
going
out of that.
in this together Survivor.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Survivor Big Brother, we're together against the vets, remember?
Yes.
But you didn't do that. You made it literally Survivor against everyone else, like the other entities, Big Brother Challenge. So now you messed yourself up, and I'm pretty sure it went on commercial, but I'm pretty sure Cassidy and Chris are going to be voted in. Smart of Tyler and Monty to continue to vote Chris in because Chris is a threat and he doesn't like them. He's going to come after them. So, get him out before he gets y'all. And then Wes, smart of him to be like, well, y'all made me put Cassidy in, so let's vote Cassidy.
I want Cassidy to be mad at all of us, not just me.
I just can't believe they did it,
But it's like, why are y'all not voting in Tori?
Tori?
Why are you not voting her in? I
Definitely
get
would
that
have voted in
you're
Tori.
afraid she's going to come back and you don't want to have to deal with that. But whatever, you've already did it before, so do it again.
She's only one person.
It's like, normally when they voted someone in before, they keep voting them in. It's like, why are you being afraid? But anyways,
they got them scared of the Survivor numbers, so they really want to go after Survivor bad. So, pretty sure that's what's going to happen. But is Tori going to get out of this unscathed? I don't think so, because there's other rookies who can vote her in.
If they do the right thing, vote her in still. But we're gonna see what happens.
We'll see.
It might be stuck on stupid. We'll see. Some mastermind stuff.
Yeah,
I saw that on the preview, so I already knew. I'm like, oh man, they about to get ahead. But anyways, you guys, so we get back after they did indeed put up
Cassidy
and Chris, like we knew, and they are pissed, you guys. They are. Cassidy's like, boys, y'all got anything to say for yourselves?
And Alyssa was like, they're hiding.
And then Chris was like, Tyler was like, sorry, brother. And he's like, no, you're not sorry. You wouldn't have voted me in. And Corey's like,
So drama
for your mama. But it's all good stuff. And we get to see a club scene, you guys.
Which we were both excited about because we actually realized we haven't seen one, I think, all show. So,
which is great.
Yeah, we're glad that we're not getting them every episode. We don't need it every episode.
This is amazing.
This is a breath of fresh air.
Yes. MTV, take notes. You don't have to have a club scene every single episode. They had one when it was conducive to the plot line. So then we got to see them at... It was funny to see
that it's just because they actually... This was their first time going out. That's what I'm hoping.
I think they've been going out. I'm pretty sure they've been going out. They weren't first time at the house. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like they've been going out. But we get to see them do this bachelor thing where they're having the boys present themselves, why they're the perfect man. And then Wes gets on his knees and he says,
I don't deserve any
of
you.
Well, essentially that's what he says at the end. But first he says, I'm not on any of y'all's level. None of you are on my level.
And they're like, they're eating it all.
No, they're like, excuse me? Because he was making it sound like he was saying he was above them. And then he said, I'm not worthy. And they were like, oh, snap. Oh, you win. And Cassidy's like, no.
He absolutely cannot win.
Wes cannot win. I will go off. And it was just like,
It's just a game.
It's just a game. Gosh. Oh my goodness.
And it was so.
It's just a game.
So funny. Like I thought she was talking about
hilarious.
Like how they let Wes do the votes and everything. That's what I thought.
I was like,
realize
no,
she was
girl. Talking about this Bachelor game, and she is getting mad because she is so mad. She's so pissed at Wes, and she's like, no, you can't win at anything.
And so then we see Alyssa saying, I sure hope that Cassidy doesn't let Wes get in her head and make her lose. And then we see Alyssa talking about how she really wants to, she left right before the final and she really wants to make it to the final this time. And I was like,
people. Is this foreshadowing?
Is this like foreshadowing? Is
yeah,
she going in?
Worry about
is she going to go in against Cassidy? So if she does go in against Cassidy, you heard it here first. We knew it. Foreshadowing.
The edit.
Too much. Don't need to do it.
Yeah, stop doing that. You made me think of something that I felt the need to say something about. What was it? Oh, man. Okay. All right. Prayerfully it'll come back to me.
Prayerfully to come back.
Okay. But anyways, then we move on to Tyler and Alyssa S. And wait. So Josh and Cassidy.
In the hot tub. Are having some chemistry. Yes, they're enjoying each other's company.
I like it. We like it. And then
because Josh is cute, like he's a little hottie. So I'm glad that Cassidy is taking notice of that. And then we see Alyssa and Tyler. And they're enjoying each other's company, which honestly, it makes complete sense in my opinion. Why wouldn't? Of course, they would hit it off, the two of them.
Yeah, but it also makes you, both of them are safe right now, so I guess they're not in danger. They're just showing them right now,
which is nice.
Man, I just had to go to the bathroom. Okay.
And then the last thing we needed to say was Tori is being a mastermind. There's so many masterminds within the vets, which is why they need to get rid of them. They are so dangerous. But she's like, hey, let's make this organized chaos. Let's pull out names out of a hat and just put votes on them. And that way they can't even get mad about it because literally we're not
even voting together. I can't say who you voted for. We didn't even organize anything. Like, we're not voting together. We're not working together. And they can't lie about it because I don't even know who you voted for. I barely even know who I voted for.
So they're just trying to keep themselves under the radar and not make any enemies and put the targets back on themselves. It's genius. We'll see if the rookies are smart enough to see through it and be like, oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to be trying to get the vets out of here.
Say. Cassidy was actually smart enough to see Wes is playing them and they're trying to put Survivor against Big Brother, and why are they not seeing it? They fell for it. So that's what I did want to point out, that Cassidy saw it and unfortunately they are falling for it.
We need someone to wake up. Hopefully they'll wake up before the individual voting in order to put in a vet.
Wes is like, I don't know why they're fighting. Between each other. We'll see. So this is actually tough for me. Like, this is almost painful to watch because it's like you guys were doing so well rallying the troops.
I'm flabbergasted.
You're getting played. You're straight up getting played. Like,
why are people so like? I don't understand why they can't just stick to their guns. Like, why are people so wishy-washy, flippy-floppy, easily distracted? Like, I don't understand. Keep your eye on the prize. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, but
not a single vet's name was in that. In that machine for the ball in order to go up to elimination.
Not a single vet. And Fessy's name was thrown in there by Bananas, which I feel like is messy and is ultimately going to get back to him. But the thing that's just not fair is that they put in these legends that it quote unquote is just 6 of them. It's only 6 legends. What are they going to do in this big house full of everyone else where they're outnumbered?
But it's not
6 legends. Yeah, it's 8 legends. Because they also have
Fessy and Josh, who have been on several challenge scenes, and we're playing the challenge, so they're gonna play the challenge with people that they've been playing the challenge with.
Yes,
like
it's not rocket science casting. So these people, if you're gonna bring them in, fine, bring them in, but call it ace a ace, call a spade. Call them challenge legends, and if you're just bringing in 6 challenge legends, just bring in 6. So that the game is actually fair, because it's not fair right now. And, they're the ones who have the experience. So the CBS people should have a little bit of a more bigger numbers. Like, you were trying to make it seem like it was fair, but it's actually not fair. So yeah, it's just this one's kind of tough to watch.
Yeah, they really got got. They really got got. Not a single vet was up there. Tiffany and
not a single blue person, you guys. Almost not a single blue person.
Right. So they're not even guaranteeing that a blue person goes home. Like 9 times out of 10, they're going against a red person. Like I'm pretty sure, for sure. And I mean, there's Tiffany and there's Dusty who got the most votes from the red team, both of them. So it just makes no sense.
So how does this happen?
I would think Tiffany would be the one voted in. We obviously got a commercial break right after we found out Cassidy was going in. So we know it's a girl. I would think she would be going against Cassidy odds wise, but based off of the thank you, Tiffany, votes wise. But based off of what we've seen in the episode with the foreshadowing, I'm thinking somehow it might end up being Alyssa. We'll see.
Which if it's
Tiffany
not,
or
if
Alyssa?
it is Alyssa, I like Alyssa. I've been enjoying her a lot this season.
But
we got to get a blue person out of this game. So I would actually rather it be Alyssa because what the heck? What are we doing? We just want blue to go to the end with 8 people. So we're gonna see what happens. It is insane. We're going to see what happens in the hopper. Chris is grateful that he escaped it. And Chris is
He said, thank God. You better know.
Yeah.
You better know who to thank.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like I'm kind of impressed with him so far this season. Like, he's getting screen time, and he's not no slouch. Like, he's not like Dusty that has all the potential to be a fan favorite, but he's sniffing behind the vets. Like, I'm liking Chris. But, okay. So, guys, we got a tight one. We got a close one.
So, I was right.
She was right.
The episode foreshadowed Alyssa, and sure enough, it is Alyssa. We're not mad at it, like Anisha said, because we need someone from the blue to go.
Blue. We got to get them gone.
But I am mad at, however, that people are still in their confessionals talking about, oh, we need to get Survivor out, or we need to get Big Brother out. They have completely been lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce, y'all. Completely lost in the sauce.
So I guess that will make me not be so mad at what Monty said about like how obviously he wants Alyssa to stay because he's really close with her, but really as long as they're weakening the blue team, he's okay. Because I was like, really, Monty? But I guess he has his eyes on the prize. She's on the other team. It is what it is. Somebody got to go from as long as they're from the blue team.
Was like, blue team, but goodness gracious, some other people lost.
But we really like this elimination because we feel like it's anybody's game. They got to not just roll and get 4 flags and then it's done and ring a bell and it's done. No, they have to roll, get 4 flags, put those 4 flags in order, put them on a light, get the code, work with the locks, which is great because you have to deal with locks a lot in the final. So this is practice for them in the final. But long story short, we like this elimination.
They're both pretty evenly matched. So that's
evenly matched
cool.
for it. It's neck and neck.
Anybody's game. It's really, to me, who wants it more. So,
but whoever loses, you can't be too mad at yourself. Like, good job.
Yeah,
to both
because
of these
they're
ladies.
neck and neck. So that's great.
Yep. On we go. So that was a tough one.
It was a really great elimination. Definitely got to give Cassie her props. I feel like she definitely was like giving her all in that. She was fighting for her life, and
that's one of my favorite eliminations that we've seen. Definitely this season.
That was really great.
But maybe ever. Like, I thought it was just so fair, and I like the fact that it wasn't over when you broke up out of the cage. You still had to get out of the cage and run and hit the buzzer. Like, it was so many steps to that. That's the kind of elimination I want to see.
Cassie did so well though because she realized that her vantage point wasn't going to work and that she was not going to be able to line them up. She was not going to be able to see what the code was. Alyssa, she kept still trying to do it from the wrong vantage point. It was never going to work with that. She needed to pivot and go back and try again from a different vantage point. She didn't do that.
Which is really almost ironic because she said Cassidy's flaw is that she kind of cracks under pressure. But I feel like Cassidy actually handled the pressure really well and she course corrected, whereas Alyssa didn't really
do what she needed to do. Yeah.
But
so she came up short this time, way short, like not right before the final like last time. But
this was a close elimination though, so you still have to take your hat off to her and still say like she's one heck of a competitor.
Yeah, and we like definitely TJ enjoyed her more this time.
Yeah, and we want to see you again.
I also like how she was loyal to her alliance. Like,
she was loyal to it. Yeah.
My only question is, how in the world did her and Tiffany get so close? I need to know. I need to know because they were at odds after Big Brother because Alyssa was mad and
she felt some type of way about the cookout.
Yeah, and then she did Tiffany dirty in the challenge, and I thought they were at odds after that. Oh man! But now they're fine.
Guys, we're gonna have to wrap things up.
She's like her emotional support human.
We got background noises that just came in. But yeah, great episode. We're gonna actually hurry up and watch the next episode, and we'll comment on that as well.
So we're gonna do a little bit differently.
Yeah, we're gonna do it at the end.
Yeah, at the end
because this one's a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm cold. I need to stay under the covers, and coming out every commercial break is not working. So
great episode. We'll see you next time. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Bye.
Bye. We'll probably be in the
God
same
bless.
outfit. Because,
Oh yeah, we will be in the same outfit.
we're doing it
We're
today.
not changing
Like
it.
right
For
now.
what?
Yeah.
Just to be cool.
We're telling you right now that we're about to do it. So
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.